So, okay. Welcome to We're Not That Anymore. Welcome to the other thing we are. Bunk U,
It is
baby.
hard, Dick. It is. You want to say podophiles, and we never.
I do.
You don't
Welcome
say.
to the artist formerly known as Podophiles, but now we're Bunk U, and welcome to Brandon's Finger. What the shit, dude? What's
That's a game
everywhere?
kids hate. Welcome to Brandon's Finger.
Welcome, one and all. I don't even have prostate cancer.
All ages show.
I don't even think I have a prostate. They're little. I have a prostate.
What's prostate?
First he fed me Paschetti, and then he touched my prostate.
And then he went to prison.
He was a bidwer. Dave hits like cinnamon.
I put too much cinnamon in them.
I don't know if Brandon would remember it, but Dave, do you remember when I think I was pouring with you a lot when I was trying to do a joke about a woman bringing her kids to work and she was a stripper?
Yeah,
and their names were Simonin and Paschetti. People are like, no. I'm like, oh, come on, this has legs.
I remember that.
Yeah, nobody wanted that one.
Mm-hmm.
So how are both of you, since we have no topic? Let's debunk greetings.
Let's see here. You want to be able to see it?
Now you're invisible again.
I know what I'll do.
He's like, Brandon's like, do you believe in magic?
Witchcraft.
Do you believe in magic? And a Brandon Finger, he puts it in your ass, then the memory.
Oops. Oh, I got rid of the forest.
Oh man.
There we go. Oh, now you get to see behind the magic.
Oh man.
Well, yeah. It says podcast real big, but doesn't say the word big in our name. Yeah, when you get real close, but people need to know the name of the show. I love the design. It's cool.
I thought you were gonna do the B. I thought you were gonna do the B and the U in the foreground.
I like it like this.
You like it in the background?
I like them separated, just like races should be.
I'll just make Bunk U bigger. I just wanted to show you guys because this, yeah.
To be honest with you, that as long as the B and U are going to be seen, I like it.
Yeah, I can make them more seen, definitely.
Nice.
We should instead of Pat, Dave, and Brandon, it should say Phi Beta Faggot. That's it.
It's already done.
A lot of shirts.
Already done.
Should it be by gay to faggots?
Yeah. By gay and faggots. And faggot with a PH so we don't get in trouble.
And I'll put a bundle of sticks under it so everybody knows.
Nice.
Yeah, so they know. By Feta bundle of sticks. Okay. Was that the best guy? And I don't mean the guy who saw sticks and they burned those sticks and they put gay men over the sticks to light them on fire because they were wrong in their eyes, and then went, we should also call them that.
Well, actually, that's a misconception. The really where it came from was they were saying that people who were gay were useless because they don't make other children, and they were saying like bundles of wood, they compare them to faggots, which are also useless. Like they would say you're as useless as a bundle of wood, but it got changed into hate. But that's
what
not
happened,
really
Brandon. Probably is that was your way was the way it began, and then someone's like, wouldn't it be crazy if we lit them on fire with these things?
Oh, I'm sure that happened too. Yeah, I'm sure that did.
And then someone goes, look, they're flaming. They're like, dude, flaming.
Too soon.
Too soon. That's an Asian person. There is an Asian person who goes to comedy shows and they must always think the comic's talking about them. Too soon. I right here the whole time. Why you see name? Why you say name whole time? I just do a joke. Do a joke about black guy talking like white guy.
Better than his brother, three soon.
One
three
soon.
soon.
One
two soon. One soon.
And my Jamaican
Juan
brother,
is adopted.
Monsoon. That's a stupid thing. What is a
monsoon? But it's delightful.
It's rain, right?
Yeah, it's a giant rainstorm.
Yeah.
Then what's a tsunami?
It's a giant wave.
Yep.
What's the other one? There's monsoon. There's
Typhoon.
typhoon. What's typhoon?
That's a power forward.
A typhoon is a hurricane, just that goes the other way. So it's like in this part of the world, this realm.
Dude, don't stop doing that because you're doing it and it like smoke. You have magic like a motherfucker. Oh, you're smoking.
He's smoking. I thought you were doing magic too.
So that's what a typhoon is.
I'm such a fucking boring person that I couldn't even think about having smoke in a house. So I'm like, he has magic.
It's magic in the house.
I mean, I do perform magic also, but that's different.
What?
What kind
We
of
can
magic?
debunk magic.
How about
Which
you just do magic?
Yeah.
And Dave and I fucking shit on that.
Unless it's really good, and then we won't shit on it.
Dave.
It could happen.
Dave.
No, it's not the kind of
It's not
magic
gonna
that
be
you.
fucking good.
It's
He would've
great,
broke this
actually.
out way earlier if it was fucking good. I've known Brandon forever. He's never shown me magic.
All right, guys, you ready?
I'm ready. Well,
No, that's not what I was talking about.
He's ready.
Are you still ready? I don't think you're ready for this. No, well,
Y'all ready for tits?
that's still been in my fucking head all the goddamn week.
That was out of my head
all
finally.
week.
It was no, me and Dave did a show
Yeah.
together, and I wouldn't stop.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
And it was
You were telling me about
over
that.
it for a fucking week, and then it was gone. I just did that now.
It'll never go away.
Are you ready for this?
My neighbor
Basically-
upstairs obviously drinks a lot or something because he'll like 3 in the morning, 4 in the morning will wake up like all these noises. But he must be like my asshole neighbor just breaks into fucking "Are you ready for this?" real loud at any time at night. He's probably the one losing this battle because you'd much rather hear than I'm so
Maybe-
loud when I do it.
Maybe your neighbor's just gay and really popular.
He's not popular. I don't hear. There's no one else up there. He's doing it to himself. He's
And
Marilyn
that's
Mansing the fuck out.
really impressive. Good for
Move a
him.
rib, you can do anything.
Which rib?
I can show you the world.
I'd like to move the rib that gets me closer to my dong. Which rib is that?
I don't want to be hack, but I'm about to be hack.
Oh, please be hack.
Would you suck your own dick if you could? Like for real?
mean-
Like for real?
I mean,
No, like you would really suck your own. You've never sucked a dick. We joke, but you've never sucked a dick, correct?
Yeah, that's kind of gay. I mean,
a dick?
even
Not
if
that it's
it is,
gay.
yeah.
Just you don't know what you're doing. I also wouldn't just start fighting karate tournaments. I don't know what to do.
I might do that before.
Yeah,
second
if I have a choice, I'll fight a Quan Lee before I fight a Cock Lee any day of the week.
Pat, I think the question you should have asked was, "Hey, Dave, do you know how to give a blowjob?" That's what you should have
Right,
asked.
but like I wouldn't
But
even
like
know what
as a
to do.
present?
Like, I enjoy some blowjobs, but I've actually.
Oh yeah.
I'll be honest with you, I've not enjoyed blowjobs probably more than I've enjoyed blowjobs.
Yeah.
Yeah, me neither.
Not more than I've enjoyed.
No,
but
the ones
gotten
I've
better
liked,
ones.
I've really liked. But the
Yeah.
ones I've had, and it's nothing. I'm not shitting on anyone I was with. And I'm sure I have my flaws too. It just the way they did it was not the way I liked it. And I'm not
Yeah,
somebody who's going to tell you how to do it. I'm just not. I'm not going to do that.
So
I'm
do you think you could
not
just like
doing
if somebody
poorly.
if somebody said to you, Pat, like give or take blowjobs, would you just like erase them all and like never bother having done them and have to worry about the awkwardness and weirdness of it?
What?
And you know what? Weirdly enough, no. And the only reason why is like because in my age now, I kind of need it just for a starter kit. I don't want it to completion, but like I don't just.
Oh,
Not
there
like
you go.
I'm 25 where I'm just gonna have a boner. So like even though I'm excited, I'm not. It's not that I'm not working, but I need something, and that's quick and easy. You just a little wet, a little heat, and then you're good to go. I don't really need them to do a lot, but I need it for that reason. But I've never come from a blowjob in my life.
Christ. You sound like the Flex Seal guy. A little wet.
I'm
little heat.
about to tell I have a really good story in this department that you guys might find it.
Let's debunk blowjobs. No guy's gonna like it. What are you doing? I keep trying to tell women I have blue balls. That's not real.
Mm.
Blowjob in a can. That was her nickname. We used to take it to the can on Saturday nights.
The real long name. She was Iranian. Blowjob in a can.
It's descended down from the Iranian sheiks, you know, those guys.
The Icanian chic. Go ahead.
So I got a great story in that department. So the first time I ever
Iranian
received the first time I ever got a blowjob, the girl.
How old were you?
I was 17. And so this is the thing, it was really weird. It was like a late bloomer when it came to a lot of that stuff, just because of bad situations.
It just wasn't, and I was also very shy. Combination of sports and being shy.
Yeah.
That and then I would always I would be in situations and then they wouldn't work out. Like I would get busted or something would happen, and so whatever, you know.
I wish
like
I had
the girl. I had the girl all taped up, you know, like tied up. No, I'm just kidding. And then the police broke in.
I was twisting my mustache, waiting for the train.
I like that one here. Heavens. So anyway, this lovely young lady decided to come over, and I didn't know this was going to happen. And she actually had a boyfriend at the time who she was claiming she was going to break up with. So I was all excited. She just wanted to cheat
on him, but she knew you were a good guy, so she had to make you feel like, you know, I'm going to leave him anyway, so it's okay. I've heard that shit before.
Yeah, well, it's like it's like a triangle. Actually, I've noticed that.
If I know you have a boyfriend, I feel bad for that dude.
Yeah, I don't even want to get involved in that anymore.
That part of me a long time ago.
By the way, if anyone ever cheated on me with a guy, I never hated that guy. Like, it's not that guy's fault. That guy was offered sex.
Yeah.
Like, it's the person that had a relationship with me. It's the person that made a commitment to me. I'm not going to be mad at someone else who fucked her. Even if he knows who I am, she still made the decision to, like, fucking break a pact that we had. So I'm not mad at that guy.
It's worthless. I hear you.
I've had more than once. I've had women, like back when I was whatever. I'd have women get them in my hotel room and they'd be topless and like, all right, it's go time. They're like, no, I can't. I don't want to.
You really say it's go time?
Yeah, that's how they know.
And that's why they're like, no, we can't do this. That's not because they have a boyfriend.
Exactly. Immediately. It's go time. Like, we got to do this.
I'm topless. I'm in a hotel room, but I'm not sure of the plans.
We're not sure what happens next. Y'all ready for dick? Bum, bum, bum.
It's go time. And then she's like, did we just walk into the Sahara Desert? Because my vagina just dried up.
There is tumbleweeds in my taint.
It's get the fuck out of here time. Hey, have a nice day.
Don't you know who I am?
No, I know what you're saying. No, I've been in that. Right, so I've been in that situation.
Say go time, then what?
I can't cheat on them. Like, you've already done more than enough to constitute cheating, and you're worried about sex. Like, that's fucking ridiculous to me.
There's a good starter topic. What do each one of you think cheating is?
If you even hold the thought of another man in your heart, that is it. Let's go biblical, baby.
Okay, I know you're joking there. I'm big.
I think he's right though.
Not in the heart part, but nice. I'm big on the emotional cheating. That's a real thing. I'm with someone for a while, and then they decide to like talk to somebody like they're in a relationship with them.
Yeah.
And they're never going to do anything. Like, especially this day and age where you can talk to some dude in California or Michigan or something and hold the whole thing and talk about you'd want to be with them and all these things. And even though you're not ever going to do it, the simple fact that you're doing that is cheating. You're
I agree.
You could to cheat without cheating.
I absolutely agree. Because if one of
the
biggest,
more.
Yeah, dude. If one of the biggest things about
fuck someone, your mind was in the right spot, whatever. But if you're making plans to message people and say things and build another relationship with someone else when you're saying you still care about me, that literally hurts more. And I know that's very gay, but I guess in that sense, I'm very gay.
I
don't want anyone to cheat on me, but if they do, at least if it's a one-time thing, I'd want them to. I'd have to find out, like, is that something you did because it was a mistake, or do you want to be with someone else? Because that's fine. But if I find out you're having like a 2-month relationship in chatting with someone and growing a bond with this person and sharing things with them that you don't even share with me, that hurts.
Agreed. One of the
and I think that's really about the other person also. I think it's more about they're not ready to be in a relationship. So even if you're not mad at it, it's like it's just not meant to be at that point, you know?
Or sometimes it's that, Brandon, but sometimes we know people like this. There are people in the world that just feel like they're not getting enough attention, even when they are. And they feel like if they do that, they're going to make you do more or be. A lot of relationships, I'm not saying just a woman. I mean, there's men that are like this too. There are some people who don't understand growth in a relationship. Like in the very beginning of a relationship, I'm not saying anyone's phony at all, but you're putting out an effort.
You're trying your best. Yeah.
And then you really become, and you are the same person, but they don't know you first. So everything you're doing is new. And therefore, with the new thing is more exciting and intriguing. And then when it becomes just their nature, it can become boring. And some people look at that and don't realize, oh, I'm just growing to know them and we're becoming so people together. So now it's about everyday life and not constantly being impressed. And some people look at that and go, they don't care anymore. They're not being, so I need them to want me again. So therefore, there's two ways to do it. Like try to like spark it by being more caring to that person, or trying to, or the mean way is actually have a conversation with the person and say, hey, I'm feeling like this. Can we talk about this and make this work better? Because I'm someone who cares about you and we should talk. I'm all for that. Or they can go, let's make them jealous. Let's do things to make that person so they want me again. And it's like, no, you're just telling me you're a bad person. Like, case in point, I was dating a girl for a while, years ago. On again, off again. I really cared. Out of all the relationships I probably had in my life, she's probably the one that I cared about the most. But just really didn't work out. This is like years and years ago. And she was somebody who when we broke up, it was just because she was at a place where she couldn't handle it. She was too toxic for me. I had to get out of it. And then for a year and a half, we still basically were together all the time without being in a relationship. She would constantly keep, trying to be around me, wanted to be back in a relationship, but I didn't want to be in a relationship. Finally, she broke me down. I started to get like depressed or whatever. And I said, fine, I'll be in a relationship with you again. And then the next day she goes, I'm with someone else now. Fuck you. I just wanted you to know what it felt like. And literally did all that just to do that.
Oh, that's just
then
terrible.
Started dating that person, but then continued to hook up with me. I was sleeping with her all the time and she was barely sleeping with her boyfriend. And it was weird. And I became almost closer with her with that way. And then she's finally like, I never really liked him. I just wanted to make you jealous. It was wrong. I'm an asshole, whatever. I'm leaving him. I want us to be together. And that's when I said, I can never date anyone that cheats. And she goes, but you cheated. I cheated with you. I go, it's not that. It's the principle. Like, you had no problem. That guy has no idea I was fucking you. You'd say you were at work and you were at my house. You were sleeping over. Like, all these things. And like, you were just lying. You can just easily lie. And she's like, well, that's fucked up. And like, and I wasn't doing it to
spend the night.
I just really couldn't. I didn't see her the same way anymore. She wasn't that person.
She would spend the night and then tell her boyfriend she was working
or like doing whatever she had. She was a waitress, so she could do like, had night shifts or whatever. They didn't live together.
I gotta work a double and do it. By that I mean the dinner.
No, she'd be like, I'm gonna work, but she would text him from out. She would go in the other room, make phone calls.
She's like, I'm serving right now.
All that shit, and I'd be in the other room.
Yes, she is.
Getting hard on. Wait, thinking, yeah. It's like, and she was dating a black guy, so I felt like real powerful. I was like, yeah.
Ah, nice.
Y'all ready for dick?
Oh man.
But I think some people are that way, and I think Brandon, I think you're right too in that way. But it really is that it's attention.
I could take it further. I think you are correct.
That's what they all say, baby.
And I'll add to that so the problem still lies with her because she
real quick, Brandon, and I hate to cut you off. Dave, if we're going to talk about sex, you got to switch that background.
Why?
I can't.
What do you mean? What are you talking about?
Open mouth boy crying. I just can't.
And it looks like he has like
and your microphone's in his mouth too, dude. It's fucking brutal.
It looks like a tongue depressor, like he has fucking strep throat or something. You're like,
and I should also change mine. That's not
prison
where you want to have the sex. I mean, Brandon's in the woods, whatever. We're all having real rapey things.
Okay. How's that? Is that better?
Yeah, Mother Teresa.
There we go.
Call me mother.
Talk about the devil. So what I was going to say though is that I think the problem would still lie with her, just in the fact that she needs that attention and she hasn't resolved the fact why she needs so much external attention and she's not okay, with herself and by herself. So she's playing those games to get that attention. It's like she's not even being monogamous. She was basically in, it was a non-monogamous relationship. Really, it was like a 3-way relationship, even though in her mind, you know what I mean? So.
I was hooking up with a girl who said she was into 3-ways, and I'm like, oh, would you ever be interested in one of those? She's like, no, only if you date me.
Yeah, you know what though? I get it.
Yeah.
Whatever.
No, it's safety. Because a girl
Dave,
says
do you have her
threesome.
number?
A girl
Sorry.
says threesome, and the guy thinks 2 women, but she's not always thinking 2 women. Maybe she wants the pleasure of 2 men. And if you don't know one of them, you can get in a lot of fucking heat. You know what I mean? Like, it could be bad news bears for you. So, like, you want to make sure one's there to protect you. And even with 2 women, it's not me. I can't do that stuff. I was in relationships. I've been asked to do it. And I said, no, thanks. Because to me, it's still cheating. I'm sorry. I'm in a relationship. Even if you're with a girl and you're a girl, you're cheating on me. And if you want to be with someone else, then be with someone else. But I'm somebody who, like, I take it seriously. I take relationships very seriously in that way. And I don't even want to have a threesome. It doesn't do anything. That's more of a dominance or control thing. Look what I'm doing. I've got 2 of them. It's like, I like one, a whole fucking bunch.
I feel that way about like cake though. Oh yeah. If I got one piece and I have
I'm sorry. You broke up.
2
Did you say you feel that way about cock? I couldn't hear what you said.
Yeah, cock is always better. Like the more you have
One
around,
piece of
just the
it.
better it is.
Do you mean you want more than one cake or one more piece? Because I'm not talking about a piece of a woman.
Well,
2 women's. You want 2 cakes in your analogy?
Well, I
don't want 2 cake. If I'm having one cake, I want that one cake, baby. I don't want
Pat, you bring up a good question. If I cut a woman in half and sleep with both, does that still count as a threesome?
No.
Oh, mathematically, you're right. It still only adds up to 2.
Well, 3. What do you think a threesome is? Is it sex with 2 people or 3 people? What do you consider sex? Are you just gonna skull fuck one and regular fuck the other one? You can't have. There's not 2 vaginas. Are you splitting them down the middle? If you split them down the middle, then you get 1 vagina each.
I didn't think about that.
Well, that's why I'm here.
Yes, the other way. That way you can line everything up and do a train.
Well, first of all, Dave, it's not a threesome because they're dead.
Whoa. So we're just saying everybody having sex has to be alive. We're just throwing that out there. You've got the dead guy in the background.
I will say that I didn't finish my original blowjob story. Or my first blowjob story.
I was hoping we'd get back to it. Dave was like, "It's go time in the room, bitches."
Yeah,
I'll tell you about go time.
So
get it? You're not gay.
You pound tail. So this lovely young female, she came over my house and
yeah, she did.
And we were kissing and stuff, and I had to pee a little bit. I'm like, I don't have to pee that bad.
Stuff.
Let him tell a story.
Dave, if you don't know what stuff means, I don't. This isn't a. Dave, are you jerking off right now? Pull your pants up, Dave. So she came over and I was thinking to myself, I'm like, I have to pee. I thought when you think you have to pee, but you're like, nah, it's fine, I don't have to pee. Well, I should have peed because once we started getting into it, and then she started to perform fellatio on my penis, I started to have to pee really bad, and because I had to pee so bad, I couldn't come. So she went, I don't know, like 45 minutes or hour or whatever it was, and I just couldn't. So since that experience, I had this weird thing about blowjobs from that on for a while, because I thought, so I just couldn't. It took me forever to come from them. So then I just.
You ever pissed in the mouth?
Yeah, I thought you. No, God, no. I thought you were going to say you,
Dave Brandon.
No, I never did. But
you ever worry about that when you were younger, like that the body wouldn't know to fucking turn one off and turn one on?
Yeah.
No, seriously. When you're younger, you don't. Yeah. You used to always just pee.
I was kind of worried about that because I had to pee so bad, but I didn't want to say anything. I didn't know. I was just like, what do you say? I'm like, thank you. Like, don't stop.
Appreciate the effort.
Like, I could have had a coyote like gnawing my arm off. Like, don't worry, it's fine. Don't worry, I got 2 arms. It's fine. Like.
2 arms. No, but like when you're younger, you don't realize that stuff, and you're like, wait, am I gonna pee? Like you start feeling something built up. It's like, I don't want to pee on this person. I don't even know how people pee on people. Like,
I don't get that at all.
The second I get hard, it's cum train, baby. It's not pee time.
That hurts.
Okay, how come pee time and cum train is fine, but go time? Boy, that's just weird.
Because my things aren't real.
He's saying on a podcast.
Say go time. Sold merch.
It's go time. Yep.
The way he laughed, he really said it too.
Yeah.
On the way out of the hotel, on the way out of the room, like, hey, just make sure you buy my CD. 2 for. Oh, look at that. 1 for 5, 2 for 10.
There you go. So, to quickly finish that story, so that happened. I don't even remember what happened. I think she stopped, whatever. But anyway, so later, like I was waiting for her to break up her boyfriend, so she never did. So I ended up just starting to date or hook up with this other girl, and then that girl got mad that I was dating another girl. I was like, "But you have a boyfriend."
Yeah.
So yeah, I get it.
When I was dating that girl, she was getting very mad when I would go on a date or even talk to another girl, and she's like, "What the fuck are you doing?" I'm like, "You literally have a boyfriend. You're in a relationship. Everyone knows you're. No one even knows I'm with you." And she's like, "Yeah, but you know you're with me, and you shouldn't be doing that." I'm like, "I'm trying to not get attached to you because I know you're gonna fucking hurt me again in this, and I'm dumb because I care about you, and I'm still shouldn't even be seeing you at all. This is crazy." And like, she's like, "Yeah, but you shouldn't see other people." I didn't think she wanted me to find out that other people could be nice to me. No, like for real, I've dated a lot of people that were that way to me. That they didn't want me to find someone else that would like me like they liked me at the beginning.
Well, also, I feel like what she was doing is, even if she wasn't doing consciously at a conscious level, some part of her realized that you had aspects of you like maybe low self-esteem issues, and she was using that to keep you coming back to her.
Every relationship I've ever had.
Yeah.
Not every. You know what? Not true. Not everyone. The relationship I was first in right after I got divorced or separated.
I mean, we all been there. I've been there. Yeah.
No, but that was the one that was just. She was wonderful. She was sweetheart. She actually was great for my confidence. Just wrong time to meet someone because literally he's got to have a 10-year marriage, and she's somebody who wanted to get married and have a family. She was much younger, and I was never going to do that. I felt bad because I did care about her, but I also like just being with someone new because it was 10 years of 12 years with dating of being with the same person. And I never. There's times in my marriage where I thought I'm never going to be with another person again, and I wasn't like super sexual, but I was also like I didn't like that idea. And I'm like, I don't like this. And so when I got very excited and I was happy just to be with that person, but they moved in with them right away. It was because I just filled the void. You know what I mean? Like, it was just like I was married to someone. I just wanted someone else there. And it was wrong to her, but she was wonderful to me. Never made me feel bad. You know, what the fuck is that, Dave?
What?
What is that? A sex doll and a lady?
This is a guy chilling. We're talking relationships. I figured I'd put up a pretty solid one.
You know, it's funny that's the sex doll, and it still doesn't look consensual.
Oh, she does seem like she's under duress.
She's blinking.
SOS.
Could you fuck a doll, Dave?
Could I fuck a doll?
Yeah, could you fuck that thing?
No.
I don't understand that at all. That's creepy.
When I was in the Marine Corps, we were in Italy, and we had these like prefab things that we lived in, and people had them sectioned off. It was like just a big room. And one time we were coming back from drinking, a bunch of us, and we walked into the room, and this dude who's like really short and kind of, whatever, he was like banging this fucking sex doll thing. We didn't really see anything because he scurried so fast, and there was like blankets involved, and he outranked us. But like after that, he never fucked with us. We were just like, "What the hell was going on?"
That, you don't outrank anybody
because it wasn't a whole doll. It was like a contraption. It was like
just
fucking
a piece
machine
of
or
a
something.
doll.
It was
travel size doll.
1 second, because we can't talk over Brennan. What the fuck was the last part of that?
So it was like some kind of contraption. The only way I could describe it.
Wasn't a whole doll. It was a contraption.
It was just
built
like
it?
No, I think he probably ordered it online. So just like, I guess, imagine a pocket pussy, but then just with more like a pillow attached to it. I guess I was like, oh, we were all like, what the fuck, dude?
It was like ass and
we were
puss?
Hammered.
Was that his?
I don't know. I don't even know where it came. We were in Italy. Like, where did you get this thing, dude?
Oh,
yeah, he must have put it in his bag
from
with
home.
him. Yeah.
No, that sounds like an Italian thing. My mother, she make a best the gravy, and then we fuck on the doll.
So I never went.
Look like the asshole.
I never went, but some of the guys went to these crazy sex shows that they would have in Italy,
like
and some
shows?
of the stuff. No, they would just it was just women, but they would like, for example, one of them had a bottle, and they would just like ride in the bottle and doing all this stuff. And I guess one of the guys was dipping, and not a lot of people in Italy dip, so he's spitting. If it knows not familiar, it's like when you have tobacco and you spit. So he's spitting into a bottle, and she thought it was beer, so she took it, and then she like downed the whole thing, and then ended up throwing up. I missed that one, but yeah,
when I was in
crazy
college,
place, Italy.
I was in college. A buddy of mine got real drunk with his girlfriend, and I guess they were like fooling around. And then he wanted to try to see if she could fit like a champagne bottle in her pussy.
Oh Christ!
Dave's a butthole.
Dave's butthole got jealous.
Put a champagne bottle in me. So I remember we didn't know about this until we heard, "Oh, what the fuck? It's stuck." And then he comes out and he's like, "Dude, we got to call like the ambulance." I'm like, "What?" He's like, "Stacy got a bottle stuck in her pussy." And I'm like, "You go call him." He's like, "Dude, will you?" I'm like, "I'm not making that call. I am not." No. And she just goes, "Don't make any calls. Just get some lube." And then eventually we heard, "Ah!" And then it got out. Didn't break.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
Did her vagina break?
Them having sex like right after. It's like, dude, take a break.
She's earned it.
She's like, "Is it still go time?" Hey, Dave, why don't you fix your stupid phone?
I'm working on fixing it.
What is this show? That's why no one watches it. We're on a roll.
Yeah, that's why.
Butthole stuff.
For fuck's sake.
So I did a show on Saturday night, and there was two women up front, and they were very attractive. And you know me, so I have to shit on them because that's what I do. Because I have the theory, I'm right in it. When you shit on an attractive woman, she doesn't know what to do with it. So, because she's never been shit on. So she's always been told she's amazing. So she doesn't make comebacks, but she just laughs and smiles, and everybody pays attention because they're like, "Oh my God, I can't believe he's making fun of the hot girl." They pay attention to the hot girl. If you make fun of a big beast master, they know what to fucking do. Like those Mongoloids are fucking like, "It's my rodeo. I know how to do this," and they're ready to fight. I don't want that shit. So I was picking
because she may have actually been shit on.
Both girls were very attractive. They were in their early 40s, but one of them was like model. Like she was a very tall, blonde, beautiful girl. So of course I was just ripping her apart and telling her how awful she was, and it's weird that she's alone and that attractive, and she must have a terrible personality. Fun stuff. So I'm doing my thing, and they're sitting right up front too, and I'm just destroying them. So afterwards, the next day, somebody that was at that show messaged me. He's like, "Hey, you got He's like, "Those girls were pretty hot. And I talked to them afterwards. They thought you were real funny. They were shocked you didn't stay around." I'm like, "Well, Dave, I don't do that. We just run away. I don't want to talk to these fuckers afterwards." But like, no, I'm not gonna. That'd be a weird thing. I'm gonna shit on a girl like that, then ask for her. No, I know people with that confidence, and that's that's also setting a weird tone. Like, I treat you like garbage. But it's a comedy thing. I would never do that. But anyway, so the guy was like, "Yeah, she's pretty hot. I was gonna get her number because my wife's bisexual." And I'm like, "So?" And he goes, "Yeah, we can bring her home." I go, "Or your wife could just cheat on you with everyone." And he's like, "What?" I'm like, that's the worst part. Like, people think that I always think bisexual means hot and they're just gonna fuck you and bring a woman home, but she also likes to fuck every human there is. So it's like if she goes out with her girlfriends, you have to worry if they're really her girlfriends, if she's just getting scissor fucked. Like, that's a constant worry. And he's like, "Thanks a lot, dude. She's pretty loyal." I'm like, "I'm not saying it's your wife, but I'm just saying that's some scary shit." They're just out there. When someone tells you I'm bisexual, they're saying it's open season. It's go time. In the words of Dave Hinz.
It's go time.
It's go time.
Is it duck season or rabbit season? It's both.
It's go season.
That could be a good code.
It's buck season.
Are they bisexual, or do they hunt for ducks and rabbits?
And then if you're pansexual, you even fuck the weird ones that aren't real.
Like Pepe Le Pew is definitely pansexual.
No, he just wanted to fuck that cat.
Pussy.
He never tried to fuck people.
That's true.
That we
know. He wanted to fuck that one cat real hard.
It was always the same cat. You think she'd learn her lesson.
Guy. We all know a guy who's trying to fuck the same girl for like 6 years. It doesn't stop. He's on Facebook. "You beautiful." It's like she's married. He's like, "Yeah, but the second that doesn't work out." I'm like, "No, dude."
Yeah, I love the idea that he's just all you gotta do is be first on site, and it's gonna happen.
You just gotta be waiting. You're just outside.
Shotgun. I call shotgun on that pussy.
Yeah.
Don't you?
They call dibs.
Forget about me, because I've been thinking about you. So I know I was at your wedding, and I know that I was there at your children's birth, and I'm like a godfather, but the man you're available.
Gotta say, I never liked him. I've always been hanging around just for the second You open for business.
And I know you've gained weight, but that makes me feel like it's easier for me to get you now.
It's funny we joke, but there's so many guys that are like that though.
I'm not joking. I'm saying it out loud. I'm not doing a caricature of a real fucking human being.
Well, I'm just saying for people listening, like a lot of people don't realize that. Yeah, there's guys are some of them.
I probably shouldn't say this.
Women
definitely
too.
should then.
No, this is gonna be okay. How do I word this without fucking causing a lot of shit? There's someone I know who I was in the longest relationship I've ever been in. Let's just say there was paperwork involved. And there might be proof of things and stuff like that. And we were together for a long time. And then, like, legally we had to get separated. Some people call it divorce. And, like, so there was a guy that was in love with her from high school. She was the brother of of her best friend. Always had a crush on her whole life. And he was at my wedding. I met him a couple times, and now they're married.
Wow.
Yeah, and I'm not saying in a bad way, but it's just like that guy waited, and now he got his time. So it's not always a bad thing. You always care about
good
it.
for
That's
them.
sweet.
It is sweet and good for them, but
Pat, you helped them come together.
Nah.
No. I came in her, and then he did it with her.
Of course. I mean,
Brandon means they're both thinking of you when they come.
They're not. One thing they don't do is think about me. So, no, sometimes that happens. You hear stories all the time that people like in high school kind of knew each other and then they grew up, they became their people, then whatever. And even though they might say we didn't like each other in high school, the dude always liked that girl. You don't pursue that shit unless you're like, I can finally get her. You know what I mean? Like, I think it's natural to think like that. Not like in that creepy sense, but like if you first break up and you become single again and you think about other exes and you're like, oh, maybe now would be a good time to get back with that one because you just go back to familiarity in your head. You wouldn't be a good idea because they're not.
No.
It's still not going to work out for you. Or the weirdness would be, yeah, while you were gone, I fucked these people. And while I was gone, you fucked these people. Or like this thing happened or these bad things happened to me or my life changed here. Or I'm this or that now. It never really works out in that way. But I understand your mind going there because your mind wants comfort. And you want to feel safe. You're like, let me go back to someone else. Because sometimes you only remember the good times and you don't remember the reason why it fucking ended or anything like that. Or even if it ended in a bad way, just the fact that it did end and you don't talk to them anymore. But I get that. But if you're just a dude who just always wanted a girl, like all through high school, she was like the hot one and you were gross. And then like you worked real hard in life to be successful. And the only reason why you worked hard is so you're hoping to impress this girl who's just mediocre. She was just the good looking thing in your dumb town. She wouldn't even win in college. Nobody even wanted to fuck her. But in your mind, oh, she's in college. I wish I went to that college and you went to a college near it, just hoping she would see you at some bar, but she didn't. And you go out, you get married to a girl that looks kind of like her and has maybe the same name like her. All her name's also Kelly or some shit. And you leave that girl the second you find out this one got divorced. And you go in, she's a fat fuck now, and you got her at her TJ Maxx level. She's like the worst discount thing in the world. But now you're all psyched because you're fucking something that you thought was hot when you were a child.
What's important to remember?
I'm
TJ Clarence.
X.
TJ Maxx. Go ahead.
You both say nothing, and then you talk at the same time.
I
hate this threesome.
Everybody's just trying to go at once.
I'm cut a wrestling promo, then pause and let you guys talk.
I said I'm really good at being an ex. Like I'm awesome at it.
How many
stopped
relationships
calling.
have you been in?
What
do you consider a relationship first?
Well, I've only had 2 girls that I would consider, that I dated.
If
the
you
rest
had to
were.
Introduce these girls to anyone, would you say this is my girlfriend or this is my friend?
I would have said that about 2 girls.
Really?
One of them would have said that back to me. The other one didn't know yet.
How long were those relationships?
One was 2 years, another one was 6 months. 4
What's
months.
The longest relationship you were in where you didn't consider each other boyfriend and girlfriend?
About 2 weeks.
Okay. I thought you were saying like 4 years.
Yeah.
Still going on,
Still going on.
No, there are those. There are people that
I've had that.
the
other way
benefit
though.
bullshit. It's like,
yeah.
But you both feel like you're in a relationship. I mean, you still take on the roles of a relationship when you're hanging out together. You may not do it in public, but when you're together, you take on those roles.
I've had it
with
where
each other every night, like fucking waking up the next day with them and that kind of thing. You're like having sleepovers. You're fucking in a relationship.
I've also had it where I had a friends with benefit situation, and I would call the girl every couple of weeks, but then I realized later she thought I was her boyfriend, but I had never said that.
Yeah, but you can understand why if you look back at it.
I can understand.
Did you just fuck or did you go to the movies? Did you do other things?
No,
this is why I say it's go time. There's no misunderstandings. Everybody knows what it's all about. I'm right up front.
You're wrong.
Maybe they think
I'm very clear.
Nope, because if you said it to them more than once, they think it's your thing.
It's go time.
It's our go time.
Nope, but I never say it's our go time. I say it's go time. And then I say it's time for you to go time.
I just heard go time, Dave.
A couple of those where I had to wait, like one of us was going to quit and it was just a matter of who's going to go first.
Wait, so Dave, how old are you?
42 as of Wednesday.
So out of your happy birthday.
Oh, happy birthday.
Out of that 42 years.
Yeah.
Just 2 of them in your life, you were in a relationship with one person?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yep.
Do you not like relationships?
I'm incredibly gun shy about relationships. I'll cop to that. That's just a function of the way I grew up. And then, I had no game all growing up and like I was really insecure. And then I started to understand how to be, attractive to women and that I could get them like, oh my God, well, women aren't these things that you put on pedestals. They're people and you interact and you have sex with them and they want to have sex with you back. So I was like, all right. And I just did that for a while. And then I, dated one of them and then did some more sex.
What happened with that?
That one was,
why was she the one to date?
She was just good. Like when we got together, we clicked. It was a good match until it wasn't. And then like the shit that was bad just outweighed the shit that was good. So we were like, all right.
Just did not ever have a commitment. And then to go to 2 years, after a couple of months, you must have just been constantly thinking this is going to end soon, right?
No. Here's the thing. So she was older than me by about 7 years.
Gross.
And so I was in my 20s. She was in her 30s. And like, she was actually still dating a guy.
Oh my God. So you haven't been in a relationship in like 20 years.
Dude. Yeah. It's been a long time. So she was actually dating a guy and like they were on the out and she's like, I don't want to date anyone again. And I fucking battled and worked to be like, no, we're going to date. Like this is too good. We're going to be boyfriend and girrend. So
any woman who's ever told me they don't want to be in a relationship the next day wanted to be in a relationship.
Yeah. So
that's why they're saying it.
Mm-hmm.
But I've also done that. But I haven't said it. It meant I always meant that I wasn't ready for one, and I knew I wasn't. But sometimes, I'm different. I meet someone, and if a connection hits, I can't fight connection. If I meet, even when there's signs that say, "Hey, that's just 1 or 2 things firing," there's going to be other shit here on both sides, not just them, but there going to be red flags on both sides. This is not going to work. I'm that person that's that looking for love type fucking person. And the second I get one little connection, I'm like, I want to be with this person and no other people exist. And I will just focus on them. I've never been a cheater. I've been the second I see some person, I don't see other people. I don't even mean just like in the sex sense. I mean, like, I really don't see that other women are out there. They just are people. And I'm just in love with this one fucking person. And it's, even though I'm not married now and I'm not in a relationship right now, I'm still thankful for all those relationships. And I'm very happy I had that time to be with those people. Even if the things ended badly, there was great things that helped me grow and whatever. And I've never been a dater. Like you're saying you did all that stuff. I think I've only gone on 2 dates that didn't end in a relationship my entire life.
You might just be the best at dating.
I don't ever date. Like literally most of the time, we don't even actually go out. Like I'll talk with them first. I get to know them a little bit, and then they come over once, and then they live here.
Huh.
That's
like
really
a lesbian. That's how that works.
I'm very happy about it. I'm happy to jump in.
I 100%. I think the thing that most people do is they think that their relationship is going to be unique and that they're not going to suffer the pitfalls that everybody else does. Like true love shouldn't be work and blah, 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 but you're still people and you're still going to you go through the same shit that everybody else does. So I want the idea of love is fucking great. I refuse to start down that path without a mutual attraction and a mutual interest, because everything else is like, you're both going to play the game to some degree. And if it's not worth being around that person, why play?
Well, my problem is, and this is going to sound like a joke, and it's kind of a joke, but kind of real. Our mutual interest is them. Like they're into them and I'm into them. They might not think I'm the greatest, but they know they can fix me up and I'm funny and I'm an alpha male and all these things, which you two both know me as a friend. I'm not. I am on stage, I am on this show, and I'm loud.
Pat's a big
not
pussy.
really enough. I mean, yeah, I do dominate certain situations and take over shit when I'm confident in it. But when it comes in a one-on-one setting, I'm the one who will sit back more than most people. And then all of a sudden they're like, wait, you're not supposed to be that. I'm like, well, that's what I am. That's the reason why I sit here in my own thoughts and create things to say out loud to people that can't talk back to me for money. Like there's a reason why I flourish in a fucking world where conversation is weird. Like I'm talking out loud, and if you talk back, you get thrown out of a room. That's where I shine. Like when you're like, how do we communicate regular style if you're not going to let me just fucking cut a promo like you two do? Like you're my best relationship right now because you're both just like go off and shit. I haven't needed relationships. I had 3 Zoom podcasts. I'm fucking killing it in the relationship game. I fuck you too, Bobby and Frank. That's what I do.
Yeah, that's good practice for meeting a woman, because it's just kind of smile and nod while Pat talks himself out.
Right, but at the same time, what you notice what I've been getting good at is I listen to what both you say, and now I'm making sure I actually retain it and not just
wait a minute.
I always have a comeback to what you say. Did I not ask you about your life just earlier? You're dating. I cared. I asked Brandon. Brandon's known me for a while. I wasn't this guy. I wasn't. I was just like, Brandon, you want to know more about me? And he's like, sure. Okay. Are we high? I'm like, yeah, we're high. So, all right. Talk about you. Now I care about what he's doing. I care about other things. I'm mature with that person. And
Brandon, how's your garden?
I still keep dating people that can't do that for me. Like, they get mad when I talk about me and they tell me I'm selfish because I'm not thinking about them. But isn't that also selfish? I don't know. Everyone's selfish. We're people. We're ourselves. We're not going to always, even if you're not doing it in a rude way, you're going to think about you. Even if you're thinking about them, you're thinking about what that does for you.
Yeah. Well, and that's the thing. Like people being selfish isn't necessarily bad, because people who are selfless, it feels good. If it didn't feel good to do for other people,
you're doing it, the whole friends thing. You're doing it for the end of the day for a reason. There's no 100% selfless thing.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I'm saying. Like even people who are givers, like it feels good to them to give, which is part of why they do it.
That's why I put my mouth on women's vaginas.
Because it feels good.
I enjoy the fact that they're enjoying themselves. I get off more on pleasuring someone else than I do me being pleasured. And that's sure that's some confident shit. But I'm 100% happier when they're fucking having a great time than when I'm having. I can come by walking by a doorknob. I don't give a fuck. Yeah, I like making sure they're fucking digging it. And if they don't have a good time, I feel like I let them down, even when they say it's not. And I'm that kind of guy. And it's like,
I get that. Their orgasm is way more interesting than mine. Like I know what it is. I know how to get it.
Their body looks so amazing when they're doing it.
Oh,
a guy doesn't look fucking like a good time.
Dude, guys are not like women don't understand how sexy they are without trying. Like guys
no one understands that. Unsexy women. Like
yes.
Fat beasts are like, you like this shit? I got 12 kids. Like, yeah, 12 people have drank a lot and fucked in you. Like so not everybody's a treat.
Wait.
So all beautiful. All women's bodies are beautiful, not monsters. Monsters aren't pretty. You're a beastmaster. BBW is one letter away from BMW. You're a car, you fat fuck.
Did you just say fucks in you?
Yeah.
Yeah, that was hilarious. Yeah.
Everybody get inside.
Yeah, because they're monsters. You're fucking them. Go time. Fucks in you is going to be our new name of the podcast. Fuck you. Fucks in you.
You let that guy fuck inside you? Oh, yeah, baby.
Brandon, get for the logo. It's FUXIN and then the letter U.
Fucks in you. Welcome back to another course in fucking you.
It's Magna Cum Loudly. I'll be back after this.
Oh,
I think I can relate, Dave, to what you said because I used to feel a lot with you. Well, the awkwardness with women and then the low self-esteem part. And I think I was going over something today where I figured out why I was so aggressive with my sexual addiction, I guess you can call it, and why I had like so many conquests. Some of it was because I had an issue with like the sacred feminine in the world, just because of abandonment issues I had when I was younger, which I feel like a lot of people go through abandonment issues. So it wasn't something that's just unique to me. It's just the way we're raised in this society. We're taken away from our parents and all this stuff. So one way or another, it happened. So my way to express it was to just take it out on these women and just, bury them in the ocean. Just kidding. It wasn't that bad. But in my own way, I was doing that.
Yeah.
Oh, you want me to show you? Come on.
About a murder.
Lady.
Look at Brandon lying about murder. So Dave, that's all he heard. That's why Dave's not in relationships. Brandon's doing a fun little story and figured, okay, these guys, like I do, like you go into real thing and you're like, they're gonna have to end it in a stupid joke. So Brandon's trying to go, and then I bury him in the ocean. Dave's like, wait a minute, you can't murder that way.
You can't
How
use
about
a
the other
shovel
part
in
where he
water.
just shared his soul?
Well, because okay, I will.
This is why you have sex dolls behind you.
You have dolls having sex.
Yeah.
That makes them sex dolls.
Yeah, but you can't fuck them. So
yeah, but I don't have young Rick Moranis holding them.
No one's in public with them proud.
What?
I was like, no one's in public with them very proud.
Yeah, he's at church or something. Where is he?
This guy's driving his car.
He's at the church.
It's my plus one.
He's at the church of no fucks. That guy does not get, and it's black too, which is even better. He's like, I'm pissing everyone off at this thing.
Black too, so it's
even better.
We're here for the bride side. Brandon, I was listening, and what I agree with. Can you make your eyebrows do that? There it is.
You got to relax your face more, but
now there you go. That's the worst selling sex doll ever. The Karl Malone. He's the mailbox, all right.
That's what it's called. The I'm all alone.
Amal, AHMAL.
You can spell it any way you want. The mom will still spell it wrong.
It's amazing who is not to derail this, but it's amazing who could still be allowed to have shows and what they did in the past. And some people just get destroyed.
Yeah, like Jimmy Fallon, Jimmy Kimmel, Kate Clancy, all of them. They can just.
Not that I'm saying. I think it's.
No, she did Black
on late night. Oh, right, right.
Not like I care. Like whatever you did, it was funny at the time. So who cares? But some people, they destroy their whole career. It's like, what?
Is there anyone in Hollywood that hasn't done
back to me? What were you going to say about me, Dave?
This is why Brandon's not in relationships.
Back to me, Dave. Come on, that's great timing. That was hilarious.
It was fun that you did the black.
That was a joke.
Back to me. Oh, I know, but it was great. We got it. You don't have to. You have to work on that part where you tell us it's a joke after.
I was gonna say I'm with you. I don't have the same experience with the abandonment, but I do think that I agree that everybody's going through something. And when it comes to relationships, I think everybody's got some sort of something they're pissed about that they're taking out on someone else.
So I can elaborate further. That's exactly right. So I feel like what happened to me, I blamed on other people because they weren't there to protect me. And then I could say I blame my mom, right, in my mind, which I don't still, but say as a child I did. So then I victimized myself. I looked at myself as a victim because this happened to me because somebody didn't help me, and I was left alone. So then I was mad at the sacred feminine, So then I would take it out on other women, and I would, womanize them and use them for sex in that way.
I think
the sex.
It's go time, baby.
But it wasn't always about that. I'm just saying in certain situations it was, because certain women it was about that. Other women it wasn't. So it wasn't like I was just
For me, I
monster.
will 100% own that. Like, okay, you know how when you're in a car, you're driving and someone cuts you off, you always assume they did it on purpose and like they did it with malice. It was the same thing in terms of relationships. Like everything that was going on with could I get their attention? Could I not get their attention? What, like, there was always this. Well, they do it on purpose. They know what they're doing, and she did that. Like she did that just to hurt me. So
Yeah, and
like
that's the
it's the
ego.
being yeah, the stuck
It's
in the
out of
car
control
syndrome.
ego. Yeah, it's out of control ego because you're viewing yourself as the center of the universe. And if you can have a shift in perspective where you don't
Well,
have that view anymore, then you could start to empathize with other people. And by empathize, I don't mean that you consent. Empathy isn't consent. It just means that you understand their road that they traveled and you could kind of get it. It doesn't mean that you agree with what they're doing, but it helps you because then you don't victimize yourself and you don't look at, you don't take it personally anymore. You just realize it's them and they're dealing with the shit in their head and they're just yelling at you. They're really having a conversation with themselves in their head. You ever feel like that? You're having a conversation with somebody and you're like, this person's just talking to themselves and I'm just kind of here. Like they're jerking off in front of me. It's like when someone jerks off to a picture of a girl, you're that picture of the girl just there. You're not even in the conversation.
like this picture.
Exactly. Hang on, I'm gonna unzip really quick. That I don't know. She kind of looks slightly retarded. Is that a doll?
Oh yeah.
Okay.
That's the
I
name
thought
of
that
the
was Vanessa Williams.
That's the name of the company. Slightly retarded.
Just a bit off.
Just a bit off.
Just a bit outside.
Just a bit outside.
Manga light.
All right, that's our show, everybody. Thank you for listening to Tell them about hot sauce, Pat.
No, not yet.
I know.
The sex.
No, I know. I just like the
All right
manga
for
light.
sex.
That was great.
If you like hot sauce, don't use it for sex.
Use
Ooh.
silk titty hot sauce. Got the best titties around, baby. Yeah, but if you like hot sauce, go to silkcityhotsauce.com and use the promo code POS and you can save 15% off Dave's Sex. Put the promo code GOTIME and you will save nothing.
You'll save yourself from a lot of embarrassment.
Yeah.
If you go time. Just kidding. I'm sure Dave performs very well.
I'm sure Dave's good at the sex.
I'm sure Dave's plenty. Yeah.
Can't be that good. Everyone else wanted to leave too. It's not like Dave was the one stopping the relationships.
I kind of like am worried that I don't know, because it's been it's been 2 years this month now that I've had sex with a woman or another person. So
I also like the fact that you know exactly when you had sex last. Why do you have a calendar?
No, it's just the person I had seen before, and they were from out of town, so they came to town. I just remember it was the last time. I just remember.
Yeah, they came to town.
Oh no, I met that person.
Yeah.
They came to the show and saw you do the bad joke.
Oh yeah, that was
Which one?
The pun.
Terrible. It was terrible.
Okay, there's no such thing as a terrible pun.
No, it's called terrible.
Oh yeah.
I said I had my cards read by a Taurus, and it was terrible. Yeah.
I know. Haven't shown that video. Oh, we'll pull that up.
Yeah,
we'll
pull it up.
Fantastic.
It's on my fucking YouTube. We'll pull it up in a second. I've been trying to do something and I've had trouble because they won't let me save what I want to say. I think it's illegal. I don't know. Hold on. But
YouTube's. A lot of the channels I listen to, one of them he says it's like hobo code. So whenever he wants to refer to the shot everyone's talking about, he calls it the action Jacksonation. He's like, so when people get the action Jacksonation, because if you say the V word, you get kicked off YouTube. It's crazy. Not us, but people with thousands of views.
Yeah, people have seen before.
It's not letting me.
And there's a certain other guy. There's another comedian right now who got kicked off of YouTube, and then he went to other platforms and got kicked off. Now he's back on YouTube, and he's on this channel called Tea Time with Gary and Terry, and he's pretending to guest host. And he's been going for a month, and they haven't kicked him off. It's hilarious. Anyway, did you figure it out yet?
I don't know why.
What are you trying to do? You're trying to get the clip?
No, I can get that. I'm just trying to have fat people having sex behind me.
Oh, yeah. It's tough to find like.
No, I found it. So just put fat sex.
Craigslist? Are you on
This
Craigslist? Look.
Hold on, I'll just share it.
Oh man.
Ooh.
Hold on.
He said he's trying to. Never mind.
I was just showing fat sex.
Fat sex. Is that what you Googled?
Yeah.
Fat sex.
Fat sex.
Fat sex on a platter. Bump, 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 bump. Fat sex on a platter. That's a
So
big platter.
I googled sex doll, and a picture of Hitler showed up. Oh, because Hitler gave Nazi soldiers blow up sex dolls.
I think it's just your search history, Dave.
I mean, that could be. It's in there now.
Oh my god.
That's a lot of sex.
I had this one.
Hold
on, where's the one?
I hope you picked the one with the black eye. It was great.
I didn't. I'm racist.
How's that gonna go on YouTube?
Have you guys?
Oh, we do a porn site. Fuck. All right, I didn't want that.
Yeah. Have you guys ever heard
I
of the
wanted
show?
this one right here.
Because that one's not. There's so much flesh.
Guys, have you heard of the show My 600-Pound Life or whatever, that TLC show?
Yes.
So my dad watches it. So I walked through the living room a couple times when it was on, and one of them, right now because of COVID, she's like 600.
Buried in that terrible bitch.
she's like 650 pounds.
Get it out.
Right, one of the sisters is like
She's
650
just
pounds.
That one lady.
Oh, that's so gross.
Jesus.
Oh, look at that guy.
Wait, that lady's so big. That lady's so fat. She's got balls on her vagina.
I think I just found my new hero. He's like the human incarnation of hedonism bot.
You see that one guy getting super fucked in the butt? That sucked. Right there. Look at that.
That sucked.
Oh, it's a lady. Ew.
That's what I said. She's so fat. She's got balls on her vagina.
She must have had like a surgery.
She's got a gun.
Yeah, she does.
The one under doesn't look like terrible. I don't know. It's
terrible. We got it. It's your joke.
Terrible. Yeah, see?
If you just go to my YouTube, you can just watch it. I don't. Do we want to show?
How is that gonna? Go ahead, Brandon. Sorry.
Go ahead.
No, I was gonna say the My 600-Pound Life, the lady. So anyway, she's off the rails right now. She's like 650 pounds, and she still found this dude.
Where were the rails?
She still found this dude to date her.
Dude.
And he's like this really skinny black guy, like super skinny. Like, yeah, it's like the dude from Futurama. Hedonism bot or whatever.
Yeah, that was a great show.
That's fucking great. I love it.
He's feeding you grapes, Pat. No, to your left.
I would sit on the couch with that dude and totally eat grapes with that guy. I would totally sit next to him. I wouldn't sit on his lap.
Feed you grapes.
Yeah, I wouldn't sit on his lap.
My new background for this show forever.
Oh yeah, for sure, dude. That's because that guy gets it.
Sue me. Dude,
that guy gets it. Look at how happy he is. That's all that matters.
Well, he's got grapes. What's not to love?
I feel like we've shown the Brandon clip on here before. No.
Well, why is grapes?
We've shown it on a show. It might not have been this one.
Because you can do individual. You can feed it individually. It's
the
whole.
Why is
the
that
erotica.
But why is that like the height of hedonism is eating grapes from?
Because back then that was a big deal to get fresh fruit.
And it's symbolism too. It symbolizes plenty in the like wine and like good times, bountiful bonanza.
I know my.
It's a symbol. It's art.
That's good times. Dynamite.
Oh, I see what you did there.
Dave, would you ever want to be in a relationship again?
Yeah, I'm not close to it at all. My whole thing is
you're on this show.
I'm open, baby. It's go time.
I'll know you guys are in relationships when you're finally like, I can't be around right now.
Pat, I can't be on the show anymore.
Not allowed to do this.
My girlfriend says I can't play with you anymore.
Yeah, she does. Because I'm playing with you, fucking bitch. Yeah. Y'all ready for tits?
Only
Dave,
that
if you ever
guy's
get in a
tits.
relationship, I'm going to walk into the room one day and just go, hey, what's going on? It's go time, and see what she does. Just say, I gotta fuck. There. That's our thing. He said
you told him about go time.
He does it with everyone. Don't you watch that show no one watches?
Bunk U, bitch.
Oh yeah.
But
I want to
Brandon,
be
would
in a
you?
relationship. Yeah, I'm actually seeking a wife right now. I want to have kids.
Wait,
maybe.
what? You're seeking a wife?
Yeah.
That sounds illegal.
Like through the mail.
Well, I mean,
Yeah, like through ordering.
not actively. I just talk about it on a podcast and hope it happens. But
How about skipthegame.com? You going on there?
What's
what's that?
That's the one Ben Ortiz uses. Skipthegame.com.
Oh, you know I'm going there.
Yeah,
Wow.
you just order
No,
women
I
like a
don't
pizza.
It
He was
Yo,
on my
Pat.
one of my podcasts, and I asked him about it, and he goes, "I go, what's it like?" He goes, "Well, it just tells you." I go, "It tells them what they won't do or what they will do," and he goes, "More importantly, what they won't do." I go, "What won't they do, Ben?" He goes, "Eat my ass." I'm like, "Just your ass?" That's on there. He doesn't fuck them though. He
You
just makes
eat
out
ass.
and gets blowjobs.
Guys, just so you know, their post on that site says it doesn't say I won't eat ass. It just says no, I will not
Yeah,
eat your ass, Ben Ortiz.
Ben Ortiz.
On
Right.
the bottom.
That was the bit.
Oh, I see what you did there.
I'm just clarifying it for people like Dave.
They got
Skip.
it. And the people who were at my show last week
Yeah.
also got it when I said on
Game.
stage. But he really does. He goes to skipthegame.com.
Skipthegame.com.
I like that they got a .com, not a .me or anything. That's pretty cool.
Well, nothing came up.
Skipthegame.com?
Yeah, skip the game.
Maybe it's an app.
Oh man.
I know it's a real thing because I've said it on stage a couple times now, and men are
people
like
know it?
perking up, and I'm like, oh shit. I'm like, ladies, if you're with the guy who knows what I'm saying and they finish the sentence, run.
Just Google skip the game.
I just did. Skip solitaire.
You guys are looking for that, and
Skip
then
the
my computer
games.
froze.
Skip the games app.
I got a disease from you guys. Where is it?
Oh.
Dave's and Brandon's.
But I kind of, to finish that though, I kind of feel that I'm just gonna live
It's
my
an
life
app.
and see what happens.
No,
and
no.
What'd you do, Pat?
I hit the wrong. I was about to do a video of me, and I want to do a video of Brandon.
I'll just say that, you know, if it happens, it happens. I'm not going to try to force anything to happen, and not in a
Rape.
but you know what I mean. Some people, well, you see some people that just are like, we're good, you know. It's like, yeah, I'm not gonna. But I feel like the level that I'm at now with understanding, especially like
Three
psychology,
queers. Hip hip, we're gay.
Hip, hip, we're gay. Wait, we're not. Yeah, we are now.
sucking his dick makes me gay. Oh,
Hey-o.
so I feel like I know what I want now, and I'm more secure in that. And I'm not, because before I was worried that one woman wouldn't make me happy, and I had like I thought there's something wrong with me, but I feel like I've
There is.
taken a look at that, and now I have a different aspect or a different view of life. So
I
I'm
used
ready
to
for
think
that
that
now.
too. And now,
Now we just have to find a woman who
who
wants a 44-year-old man who lives with his parents. But
Is
it's
there
cool. I
anybody on
got
the
it.
horizon?
Mm-mm.
Not
Nope.
even like a scout.
Not yet.
Not even like a human being.
Not even a whisper. I'm dating my cat right now. Just so you know, I have two cats. I have two cats. One's a boy and one's a girl, and the girl I call her my girlfriend right now. So that's the stage I'm at. I don't have any sexual intercourse for
Jesus
everyone
Christ,
who's
you
going
are
to
Pepe
steal
Le
that.
Pew. Just calling this cat your girlfriend.
Oh, it's me. Look, with no hair.
Wow, you look so fresh faced. Oh, there's no sound, Pat. Did you put the sound on, Pat?
Probably not.
Pat,
That's
you gotta,
before
you
I
gotta hit the
decided to
sound button.
perpetually.
You know what? I've always told you to do that, and I don't know how.
Yeah.
How do I do that?
Not so easy, is it?
It probably is.
I don't know. I think you have to share with the sound on.
So what you do, Pat, is back up, and when this, you have to unshare the screen, and then when it says share screen, there's a checkbox at the bottom that says include sound, which is so stupid. It should just include it originally.
Maybe they just want to
But thank
watch
you.
some shit, like make it hot. I don't know. So I got to go to share screen again.
Yep,
Maybe
and then at the bottom there's like a checkbox that'll say.
Share. Yep, there it is.
Share with sound.
I should be like, but
Way
I
to
should have been like, Pat, what you do is you go
Jack
to
it
share
up a little
screen
bit.
and then you click box. I'm in San Diego. What do you mean? I'm not in Bombay.
What are you doing? Indian stuff?
What are you doing?
Dude, it only has one like. We gotta fix that.
But it's got
That's probably me,
125
too.
views.
100.
You're killing it there. I
Yeah,
gotta hide
that's
it,
not
Brandon.
bad.
Yeah. Wow, that was early 2019. So
I
much
just
has
had
changed
my
since then.
cards read by a Taurus, and it was tarot. Bull. It was terrible.
Oh, that's great.
I feel like I'm gonna get bit by a snake.
Lady was hissing at him. That's the best part.
I didn't think puns were supposed to be good. That's why you're at a comedy show, right?
Brandon's now pissy at that
Puns.
lady.
School right now.
Hey, fuck you, lady.
It's funny.
Yeah, fuck the Irish. Let's watch us watch. Let's just us watching
Let's
us.
watch a clip of us before we go on. You didn't watch last week. Here you go.
I hate when my parents go, "When you get that from your dad or your uncle." Fuck you! I get it from me. I'm an individual that did shit myself. It's not
Watch
because
you
somebody
two
fucked
watch me
somewhere
yell.
else or somebody else thinks they're funny sometimes too. I'm fucking Pat Oates, the Highlander of that shit, motherfucker. I'm the best in this fucking world. Google me.
That's right, bitch.
Nothing to do with being
Yeah, Google that motherfucker.
I don't even know what the fuck they're saying.
I'm like the Puff Daddy of this shit.
You
Oh,
stupid-
sorry.
Watch Dave laughs.
You believe in midgets, you stupid fuck.
That sounds like Popeye.
Yeah, here's Dave's favorite part.
Popeye.
You believe in midgets, you stupid saying that. Go, 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 go. Fuck you, you stupid. You believe in midgets, you stupid.
That sounds like Popeye Sailor Man if he was drowning.
By the way, Brandon, you have so many more views than
Definitely
that show.
Popeye drowning.
Oh my god, it's still fucking funny.
This is my favorite part.
Be a
Ready?
person.
There.
Dave, what's your final thoughts?
Oh,
I can't get past goop, goop, goop.
it's still so fucking funny.
It's the dumbest thing I've ever understood.
How many? Wait, go back. Is that the ethnicity one?
That's not the episode. That's
Oh.
the clip I shared.
Oh,
Oh, okay. Gotcha.
But the episode doesn't have many more.
oh.
You guys
Hey, we're
don't
up to
share
6.
this show. You retweet me. No, you just retweet me. It doesn't help. You got to share
What are you
your own
talking about?
things. You got to go to your own people. You got to help me.
I share on the Facebook.
No,
on
you
both
retweet
pages.
what I write.
What?
You just retweet.
I noticed that I get the
Or
most
you just
views when I
you
put them
just
on my
share
story.
What I write. You
No,
don't
I,
read, you
I
don't
share the.
post.
I put
Dave.
I put the thing up and I say this is new content.
One good way
Never
to
seen
share
that
it
once.
where
Do you tag us in it?
Oh.
Yeah.
no.
So
You're just seeing your
the-
four dumb friends, and Jen already watches the show.
So the best way to get the most amount of eyes views I've noticed is put it in your story, like your Facebook or your Instagram
I've-
story, and tag us in there.
Never
You
once.
put a clip
written-
of it. You can't put the whole thing in there because it's an hour
That's
long.
Yeah, yeah. You put like a clip or
You can put it in
so
the
when
Instagram story if you put the link. You'd have to have the raw footage. Nobody cares about
Wow.
this.
This is how you do it, Dave. The easy way. So when he posted on Instagram, if you go on his and you click that little, if you click that little airplane thing, and then you could put it to your story, and then you tag us in it, and you could put music and funny stuff, and
What
then
is
you
the
share it to
Brandon
the world.
character where he's Indian.
That's my. I'm giving tech
Wait,
advice here. I'm
what's this?
help desk.
Ready? What's this
Hello.
Brandindian character? We just got
Hello.
a new one. Brandindian. Oh, he's
Hello, technical support, Brandonian. How may I help you?
Brandindian. Dun, 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 dun.
Oh yes. Oh no, we cannot do that.
How come you guys aren't
We
in
cannot-
relationships?
Why are you not in relationship, Pat? I do not understand. I love.
Or
Why
no,
you
we
not
could go
find
to-
woman? You must find woman
I'm
to
actually
touch your penis.
I've actually been kind of chatting with someone for the first time ever that's older than me.
Ooh. Why?
I think it's time.
It's no.
It's time.com.
Well,
time
the other
capsule.
one's the other way's not working.
So how many years are we
Yeah.
talking here?
Just two.
Oh,
So
okay.
she's like what, 60?
Dave, it's not your mom, Dave. All right,
I
listen,
was-
we know you have a weird
Dude,
fetish.
my mom's way older than
On
60.
Saturday night, I was on stage and I asked a woman how old she was, and the crowd did that. And I go, fuck you.
Mm.
No one cares about this anymore. I go, fine, lady, how old do you think I am? And she goes, 41. And I go, well, thank you. I moisturize my cock. That's all I said. She didn't hear the second part. She goes, I can tell.
Nice.
And she goes, I'm 43. I go, I thought you were 80. I'm bad at this game.
Your vagina looks 80, but it's all wrinkly. I guess you're born that way.
And then I said to her, I said, you seem to talk a lot. Are you Italian, Puerto Rican, or whatever the third thing is that yells? It's a good show. That was a fun one. I had Darren Rivera, Howie Mason, and me. It was a fun night.
Ooh,
Oh,
all
that did look
lovely
like a fun
humans.
show.
Yeah, it was a good time. And Dion came with me, so lovely human there as well. So
Awesome.
all right, final thoughts on blowjobs. What was the show about? Did we
When did
debunk
they get
blowjobs?
gross?
I think we debunked.
Blowjobs are gross.
I think we debunked. What's the word
Love?
I'm looking for?
Companionship.
Codependency. We talked about like codependency kind of without talking about it, but we did.
I don't
Right? Is
know
that
what
what it's
makes
called?
a good relationship, but I don't think longevity does it. I think you can have a tremendous relationship and have it end. I think people's
Yeah.
lives change.
Did you
I
just
think
make
the
up a
world
word?
changes. I think views change. I think that I've had
That's
some
a great
ones,
point.
things that have changed my life. Just because you're in it forever, there's people that have been married 40 years. They've never grown as a human, and that sucks. Like they just had this always stick and be the same thing and had to be that for someone else. I think you can find just anything in life. You move, you change, you get new friends. You don't have the same friends from high school. If you do, you're a fucking loser. You can have them, but you should have other friends too, and have other relationships in life and grow from that. But yeah, at one point, if you find someone that has that connection where it's like, I just want to be around this person forever, then that's perfect. But just to stay in one for the sake of staying in one is bullshit.
Yeah, I totally agree. And I think to bring it back to what we were talking about before, the last person that I was in a sexual relationship with, it was a positive relationship and it ended in a good way. She just moved halfway across the realm. She lives in Dubai now and I think is in another relationship. But we both Dubai. But we both had a great relationship and now I still stare at pictures of her and cry at night, but it's all right. No, I'm just kidding. But we went our ways peacefully. We're still friends.
I'd like to take this opportunity to point out that, Pat, you said longevity, which is not even close. It's like two words together that still aren't a word.
It's a word when you say anything I say is a word.
But it's like poker, though. There's been action after, so it's plays. But I believe the word he's looking for was what?
Longevity.
Longevity. There you go.
Jesus
Close enough.
Christ.
Anything I say with confidence becomes a word.
Amen.
I have been doing that my whole life. I just say it and I continue. You're one of the few assholes that feels like they can fucking
every time. Every time.
I will
Just
say
mute 'em.
things. I've said things out loud on stage and people are like, that's horse shit. I'm like, yeah, it is. But I'm saying it with pride and fuck with rasp in my voice.
You can-
no one
you
fucks
can-
with this.
You can say it with pride. I'm just gonna make sure we all stop and just watch that happened.
At least enjoy it.
I say that if we finally do get merch, one of them is the word longevity and then a definition on the back.
The definition should just be "fuck you, Dave."
Dave, the fucking definition is Dave was in a relationship twice.
He has bagged longevity in relationships.
Definition as a verb, it's go time. That's the definition. All right. Where can they? This is the part we plug, but no one watches. Do you want to plug anything? Do we care?
The sex book.
Guys, get a tarot reading for me. I just did one before this show. I just finished a tarot reading with somebody, and the words I could say is magical. I do perform magic, so just get at me, Brandon at comedylol.com, or go to shadowwork.com, which is my website about my book, which I worked on today also. So yes, the editing, I mean, but yes.
I don't want any nudes, but if anyone out there wants to just send me a picture of them with the face they make before they're gonna have sex, like when they hear go time, I want that. I want a woman or a man, whatever, just sit on a bed, clothed, and just be like, if Dave said it's go time, I want to see the picture of that. But also, if you can send me a picture of doing something sexy, that'd be nice, ladies. I've already got the man of my dreams right here. Yeah, why not? SilkCityHotSauce.com, 15% off. You save if you use the promo code POS. They have awesome fucking line of food. I'll do better commercials on the shows that actually people watch. But Dave,
go to Audible and buy Red Club Temptation, the terrible sex book that I narrated.
is it a sex book?
It's about a sex club. and it was written
Hit
by
thumbs
a
up on
woman.
this video.
I've performed at a couple sex clubs. It's the worst.
In the can, guys. I was
Hey,
in the
you
can
guys come
performing.
here often? Get it? Bah!
Dubai.
Yep. There's no business. There's no jizness like show jizness. Like no jizness. I know.
Even as go.
Everybody, and when it's go time, make sure you say Dubai.
Dubai.
You say Dubai. And they fuck fellows.